So I have gotten a lot of questions. Oh, hello. I have gotten a lot of questions about my process of going to Tijuana and having weight loss surgery. So I wanted to answer a couple of them. So I went to a surgeon in Tijuana and they charged me 5,500 for the gastric bypass. It was 4,500 for the wow, baby, you suck. It was 4,500 for the gastric sleeve. And so because my BMI was over 30, I had to pay an additional $500. Now I had the gastric sleeve in 2017, and then I had the revision. So normally there's a revision charge, but when you go to the same, since I was going to the same doctor, he didn't charge me that, so I didn't have to pay that fee. So what comes in the package is that you get you and your companion will get a hotel and a hotel room, a hospital, 2 hospital beds. All your food will be covered after your surgery, and you cannot eat before your surgery, so you'll just be on a liquid diet, so you don't need to worry about that. And then your companion has to cover their food. Then on your first day, you'll have your surgery. Your first day, you'll have your labs, and then you guys will be free to do whatever you want to do. A lot of people go to the spa in the hotel. That is like pretty cheap because the dollar to peso ratio is like really fucking cool. And then the second day, you'll have your surgery. And then after that, you'll go to the stay in the hospital for a couple of days. When you get to the hotel, then the next day they'll take you to a tour, and that tour will give you, they'll take you to the beach, they'll take you to take a picture of the Tijuana sign, they'll take you shopping at the like their little mall where you can haggle and like have really fun haggling if you're good at that. And then they'll take you to an ice cream store that gives you sugar-free ice cream that you're allowed to have after your surgery. And then your companions will go along with you if they want to, and they will get like their meals that they'll have to pay for. And you'll have to pay for the soup too. And the soup was $4, and then they gave you a hibiscus tea or some other kind of tea. I got hibiscus, which was super good. And that was $4. So it was $8 all together for that whole day for me. Then I bought a really cool tequila set, and they wanted 154, and I got it for like 30. And so then that is what comes in the package. Now, how did I find my people? Something that I suggest people doing is going to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and looking up the that surgeon and their surgery company's name on those, and seeing it, like their platforms. Do they have a support group? Things like that. Joining those groups and seeing what people have to say and staying very active in them. Also, go onto Facebook and look to see if they have any hate groups. So like Bella Bodies has a hate group. Actually, my doctor has a hate group. And so I'm in that group, and everything that I was saying was like real American privilege like stuff. It was nothing about him as a doctor, but it was really good to go and see all the negative comments too, just to make me feel better about like, okay, I know I ain't just getting sold a dream. So I go into all the social medias and I make sure to look for the positives and the negatives. I type in different words in the search bar on the Facebook groups, like rip off, lawyers, botched, things like that, to see if anyone said anything like that in the group. And then I'm actively in the groups. So a lot of people ask me, how did I save $4,500 in a couple of weeks? And so I make $4,000 a month, $4,500 a month. So it was a little bit easier for me. I used my first 2 checks and I paid all my bills. And now I use my last 2 checks to pay them. And it just took me a couple of times. You okay? I took a couple of checks to go ahead and pay that off, and I had already had some saved as well. But some things that I did was like really lower my costs and like my bills and everything, and I did set up a payment on my electricity bill for 2 months, just so I didn't have to pay the whole bill, so I can go ahead and get it knocked out. And then the week that I worked after surgery, I paid my electricity bill off and then went ahead. But I was like, wanted to make sure that I stayed on the date that I wanted to have my surgery. Now, I do make an okay amount of money, so I know that it may not be easy for other people. So if you have this thing where you're going to pay, you can pay them. They have credit that you can do if you qualify. I do not. Or you can just send in your payments to them, to their bank account, and you can just send in your payments and just keep track of how much you're sending them. And like right when you get your check, just send it over to them, so you like there's no chance of anything taking it out or anything like that. And that can help you as well. I freaking find all these little ways that aren't always necessarily legal. Like if I'm at a gas station, they leave their tissue out, like I'll take it so I don't have to buy any tissue. I do things like that just to get around like saving. Like my dogs are used to like their $100 bag of food. When I'm really saving hardcore for something, I'll change their food out, and then I'll be, cooking for them. I will be gifted with some food stamps to save on cost of how much food I'm bringing into the house and things like that. And I can tell you how to find people that with the stamps too, if you want to know. But that is rule of thumb: homeless shelter. Go to a homeless shelter, around the homeless shelter, and there's someone that you can literally pick up and take to the grocery store. But anyways, so those are a couple of things that I know and I've done. My surgery was awesome. I feel so much better. The gastric bypass is a lot different from the sleeve. If you guys want to know about that, let me know. I hope this was really helpful. I hope it wasn't too long. Until next time. Peace.